TRNX. All right. Good morning. Maybe. Nothing there. Let's see what we got today. Well, wait here, see if we get a couple more people in the chat here before we get going. But it should be a pretty good day. What's up, Daniel? Good morning. Should have really good market conditions. I've already pumped myself up, listened to some music. I'm all hyped up and ready to make some money today. And right now, trying to figure out where everybody is going to go. NLV. We've got some pharmaceutical stocks running this morning. CHFS. So that's not going to do anything because it has a pricing. DRNX, nothing there. So right now, RDHL is where a lot of the volume is. They had FDA approval for something. Let's see, what is it? For a stomach infection drug. And this guy gapped up from 7 something all the way almost to $10, and it's right around $8.50 now. Looks like we have some support at $8.25. This is a pretty high price stock. I can't really do much with this because I can't get but maybe like 90 shares. That being said, though, this could go on a massive run because it does have very, very good news. And then see OPGN. Let's provide an update. I really don't know what the update is. See, I got an error from YouTube here. Let me know if the video is not, if the stream is not doing good or something, because I got an error, but it shows that I'm still streaming. But if there's any issues, just let me know in the chat there. OPGN has some kind of update. We'll have to read into that. Ships popping up again still. It's not really done anything, but it's that time of year where it could. And then ENLV has positive interim safety data for their trials. So that's cool. That's good. You can see this went from $7.50 almost up to $10. So the pharmacy stocks are moving. Google just bought Fitbit. So Fitbit is probably moving. Nothing really on BOIC, I don't think. Not really. Let's see. Be featured in 6 poster presentations. I don't really know if that's that good because, I mean, it's being featured at a presentation. So, like, what does that really mean? Like, I could do poster boards of my miracle drug that I made up and show it to people at a presentation. That's not that crazy. What's up, Jerry? Good morning. So, it's not really that crazy of a press release, but right now, the only stocks that have moved are the pharma stocks. They're a lot higher priced. Let's see, ATIS popping up over here. Nothing. Let's check out Fitbit, see what it's doing. Not too much. But after the announcement of Google bought Fitbit, you can see it jumped up that $7 area. And it's still riding up there. Price target raised to $7.35. Somebody downgraded it's neutral. You're gonna downgrade it after Google buys it? Okay, sure, sure, guy. Only the biggest, one of the biggest companies in the world. Hey, what's up, David? See you in here. Uh, One of the biggest companies in the world, Google, just bought Fitbit, and this guy's downgraded them. Okay, sure. We got it like 40 seconds. So right now, I don't have anything in my price range that I'm particularly looking at. RDHL is pretty much the only stock that I have a lot of faith in. I don't want to say faith, but this stock has the most potential. And maybe, see, I think I've got 833 buying power. So maybe if it comes down to that 825 or maybe $8, maybe I can get 100 shares if this starts to get some attention again and move. I don't know. It's not. Market conditions are good. The Dow is set for an all-time record high. See, I'm on the 5-minute chart. Let's get on the 1-minute chart. So being set to all-time record high, then that means we have good market conditions. We've got some good press releases, so it should be a hot day. But yeah, RDHL is the only thing I like, and I can't afford it. So unless it comes down some, but I don't know if it's going to come down. It's already coming up right now. It is way below the VWAP, but I need it to come down, and then I would be getting in an entry that doesn't really fit the strategy. And I've been very undisciplined this past week on my trades, resulting in 3 losses in a row. I did lose on TENX. I just decided to sell it before market close Thursday and get out of it, start fresh today. So I know I said, oh, look at there, we are dropping down. Maybe I will get into RDHL. Do I want to go ahead and get in this? I think I do. I'm going to go ahead and get in this, guys, just because nothing else is really going on that I like. See what I get filled at 806, and I think we'll get the bounce off of $8. This is FDA approval, so this is a really good press release. So I'm in at 806. Normally I wouldn't do this, but it's only 100 shares, and there's not anything in my price range I like. And if this thing could start moving and get back up to $10, I could make $200 or $300 if it starts ripping like that. So $8 held up a support in pre-market twice, and then it's not been that low again. So like, this doesn't really fit my strategy. And I know I was just talking about being disciplined, but I feel like if I'm going to make any money today, it's going to be on RDHL. So that's my thought process behind this. And with FDA approval, most likely this is not going to go any lower than $8. So I wouldn't think. But like I said, it's going to have to move pretty big for me to make any money on. At least 50 cents. It's going to at least move 50 cents for me to make $50, $1 for me to make $100. But it has the potential to. So that's the other thing. That's another reason why I did what I did. We're getting the stream started off right. It's Monday. We're jumping in stocks right off the bat because we're crazy. It's a new month. The Dow's set to hit an all-time high. Why not? Let's get excited. Let's get some action going. Action and excitement. Yeah. All right, that's enough of that. So right now, we're just going to sit here and watch this. I'm in. As long as $8 holds up, we should be good to go. Like I said, there's nothing really else going on. Anything else going on? HZHI, what's going on there? Let's see. I want to check that out because that just popped up. I did not have that on my radar. I just want to make sure $8 is going to hold up here. It should hold up. I don't see why it wouldn't. I mean, it's only, the stock is now only up 16%. It did go on a massive run in pre-market, but I think it could get going. I think it could get going again. Okay, so let's check out HZHI. Looks like it's going to bounce there. Just want to see what else is going on. And this is interesting. What do we got going on here? From $1.50 to $2.45. No press release. No real reason for this, so I don't know. Looks like a pump and dump to me. Yeah, looks like a pump and dump, so I don't think we're really missing anything there. Now, what would be ideal on this play is if this keeps U-shaping around. We get a full U-shape back up to that VWAP. That would be pretty ideal. Sometimes when you're on a small account and you don't really have anything in that price range, but you have something this good like FDA approval, you have to take a little bit of risk. So that's why I did that. Because I know that's crazy and does not fit my strategy at all, but I really feel like with nothing else going on and this having such a good press release that we can really get moving on this. Or not. I could just be crazy. I could be overhyped today. That could be my issue. ENLV looks like it's moved up some. Yeah, nice little shape and pop above the VWAP, so that was very predictable right there. Nice predictability on that. So that's what we want to see this week. We want to see some predictability back in the market. Last week was ugly market conditions. And ENLV showing that we have some decent market conditions. And if RDHL can start taking off and running, then it will be proven this week will be hot. And right now we're just kind of bouncing around in this $8 to $8.20-ish, $25-ish area. I mean, the gap up was like $7. I mean, I guess this possibly could get shorted out and maybe brought back down to $7, but I don't think so. That'd be kind of crazy with such a good press release. And it's really not went on that big of a run yet. Like FDA approval in the right market conditions, stocks can rip like $5, $10. So, and that's why I jumped in on this while I could. So yeah, if we just keep on slowly climbing like this, we'll be good to go. We will be good to go. And I don't see much else going on, so. ASFI, that popped up. ENLV looked like it took a drop. I think it was up to 9 something. So yeah, we're not missing anything. Starting to come down here though. Ooh, and it cracked $8. Wow, did not really expect that. Big crack here. But I've only got 100 shares, so right now I'm only down $20, so I'm not going to jump out of this yet. Hmm. I really did not expect it to crack 8 like that, but I mean, how much lower can this really go? I mean, we got FDA approval on this. Why would you keep dropping? This is cracking really hard. I'm really surprised it's cracking this hard. That's oh, there goes my party. But I'm gonna give this a chance though. As I said, I'm down like 25 bucks right now. And when stocks go down, they must come up, and this has been going down, 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 down for a while now. 775 should be some support. There's some buyers right there. And 750 would be next support. But I can't imagine it getting all the way down to 750. But it might. Interesting. If I would have thought for a second it would have cracked $8, I would have waited and got in a lot lower. But I don't feel like, I mean, we're way under the VWAP. We're way under the VWAP. So we really need this to start building back up to the VWAP. And it may stay in the 780 or 775. Well, there's a pop up to 8, but may stay in this $8 range. It also could be done with it selling. We should get this start moving back up. Now that all the shorters and sellers have gotten out of this, hopefully. Because this is a lot of nonsense for a stock with FDA approval. A lot of selling that really shouldn't be. So we'll see. We'll see what happens here. You guys are just getting back in about that. That was not you. That was my internet going crazy. And it kicked off the stream and it kicked off my Thinkorswim for a minute. So I could not see anything. Hopefully it's not happening again. Okay. Well, yeah, we want to see this slowly get back above $8 and then continue to build up to this VWAP. Anything else going on? Not really. Nothing else is going on. All right, are we back? Are we back again? I do not know what's going on, guys. I apologize. My internet just seems to be acting up, but it's not showing any signs other than what it's doing here. Okay, so there we are. We're back above $8. Now that my internet has straightened out, hopefully it stays straightened out. I hate this happening during a stream and while I'm trading. But it is what it is. Hopefully we're good now. There's not any crazy weather, so I don't know why it's doing what it's doing, but so yeah, I might have jumped the gun on this play. I just thought $8 was going to hold up, and it didn't. Because I could have got in even lower, but I really did not expect us to crack $8. But we are coming back up to $8. We were above it for a second there. I just want this to slowly climb back up here. And hopefully we don't have any problems. Last week it was Thinkorswim. The whole platform for everybody was messing up. Today it's my internet. I don't know if any of you guys are on SureTrader. But supposedly there's rumor that SureTrader is closing. So if you have your money in SureTrader, I would pull it out right away. SureTrader has always been sketchy. They've been involved in several scams. They're one of the very few brokers that gets around the PDT rule with margin, but it's very sketchy using them, and they charge a lot of fees. I've used SureTrader before, and I hated it because they charge you a ton of fees. So, if you're using SureTrader, I definitely suggest you find something else. So this would be nice if we continue to build up slowly here. We could get a nice big U shape in about 15, maybe 20 minutes. Get that break of the VWAP and see this stock moving. I still don't see anything else going on, really. No, nothing else is going on, so we're not missing anything. Like I said, guys, this has another drop down. It says 775 should be, whoa, all the way down to 775. That's not good. Interesting. Why is this crashing so hard? We're not even up that much. All right. I think we're back. Maybe. Yeah, we're back. I don't know what is going on, guys. This is insane. Start my Monday off crazy. My internet keeps going out while I'm in this position, which is not cool. And you see here 775 has that 770, 775 area is held up as support. We need to continue to hold up as support, and we really need this back above $8. Any lower than that, and I might have to get out. So I really don't want to take a loss. I don't want to win 4 trades in a row and then lose 4 trades in a row. I was really gung-ho and ready to go today and get a good trade in. And I with FDA approval and this stock coming all the way back down to $8, I really expected it to move more than what it's doing right now. Been a lot of selling on this stock. A lot of selling. There's got to be some buying coming in soon. You know, it's FDA approval. This is not FDA approval stocks usually move like crazy. So let's see here. Yeah, I'm just checking to make sure there's nothing, no other press release that came out after that that could be bad. Just a little hiccup there. So yeah, we want to see this back up. We want this back above $8. That's what we want. What is going on here? This is insane. It says I'm connected. Let's see. 784, 786. So, okay, there it goes. Now my platform is back. And I drop back down again to that 775 area. I may have to get out of this and take a loss, guys. If this does not get above 8 soon, it keeps on coming up a little bit and then dropping back down that 775 area. See, we're only 30 minutes into the market, though. It's still pretty early. So, but with my internet going crazy for no reason, that also makes me nervous. Because I don't want to be in this at this support level and it crack and then I take a big loss because I can't get out of it. I was really expecting more out of this instead of this continued crash that seems to be happening. Like, we need to start seeing some higher lows getting formed on this side. Like, this can be the bottom of the U shape. That's fine. We just don't want it to go any lower, because if it goes any lower, then you're probably not going to get a U shape anymore. So that 775's got to hold up. But we need to start seeing some higher lows forming to the upside, not to the downside. I've got my phone open too. I'm watching it in case my internet goes out, especially while we're right here at these levels, because I don't like it being that close. So still nothing really going on. The HZHI is about the same area it was in. So we just need this to start building higher lows. Like 775's got to hold up. If that can hold up, then that would be our bottom of this U shape, and we will be ready to go. So it looks like it held up again. We're going back up a little bit here. Like I said, we've got about 15, 20 minutes of waiting on this to form this U and get back above. Yeah, this is crazy what is going on with my internet. I have no idea why it keeps going in and out, but it's driving me crazy. Absolutely crazy. So bid all the way back down at that 760 area. We need this to come up a little bit. A lot of selling still going on this trade. A lot of selling. I do not like how much selling has been on this. And if 775 cracks, then this play could be done. Well, I'll say 770 because 770 is the low. Ugly, ugly, ugly. A lot of red on this stock today. Just super ugly. Makes me concerned because market conditions were showing that it was supposed to be good, and Novembers are always usually pretty good. But we have a stock with FDA approval that is crashing, which makes no sense. So we really need the 775 to hold up, but we need to get out of these areas. Like, this stock needs to start making its way up instead of... I mean, we are going sideways a little bit. And a big crackdown. And I'm trying to see here. I'm trying to give this a second, see if it'll come back up some. Maybe that's a quick drop. Oh, man. All the way down to 750. I'm not real in the... Man, I don't even want to risk this much, but... I'm already there. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. FDA approval and crashing. It's insane. That is insane. Let's see something here. Yeah, there's not even a good downtrend line to go off of. So since I'm on this, since this is a small account, if I was on a bigger account, I'd already been out of this back here when $8 cracked. Now 775 is cracked. Our next support's going to be 750. So I'm down about $50 right now. And after 750 is 729, but man, I don't want to take that big of a loss risking. It's just a lot of selling going on. What is going on in the market today? See, we don't even have... Our biggest gainer is 46%. That's not good. What is going on in the market? So a lot of stocks that are up. So, stream dropped out again. Alright, am I back on the stream? But everything keeps freezing up, and why my Thinkorswim froze up there, this just crashed out some more. So, I mean, I'm down pretty bad, and I'm bag holding at this point, but the 200-day moving average is right here where it's at. And since I couldn't get out at that break of 750, as long as this 200-day moving average holds up, then I'm just going to hold this for a little while. Today is not my day at all. At all. I don't know what is going on. Market is not cooperating. My computer and internet are not cooperating. Everything is crazy. And you see, I was a pretty quick bounce off of that 200-day moving average. So I mean, I'm already down pretty far. Oh, jumping up there, big bounce off that moving average. I just want to. I'm holding on here because we have the 200-day moving average way down here at the 725 area. 750 did not hold up as very good support, but I feel like, I mean, we can't get much lower on this stock. And we've got volume, but like we literally can't get much lower. Like, this is not going to have FDA approval and crash back down to the price it was. That's just not going to happen. So, because I missed that 750 drop there, I'm just sticking around. I don't know what's going on with market conditions right now, but seeing this not getting back above $8 sounds insane to me. It just doesn't make any sense. So I think we should be done selling off. Like the sell off should be done. Like, this is too much. This is too oversold for a stock with FDA approval. You know, all the way down this far this doesn't make sense. So I don't think it should be that low. See, 850 is some resistance on the chart here. So 850 is going to hold up as resistance. There's not really much else. And nothing else is going on. ASFI, what's going on with that? Big gap up. So this had a gap up from $7 to $10, and it's holding its gains. Alright, guys. I think I got it straightened out some. I don't know what was going on, but I adjusted a few things and hopefully we don't have any more problems. I'm still in RDHL. My internet going crazy. It's just driving me nuts. We were all the way back up to that 780 area, so we are starting to build back up finally. Like I said, I think this stock is oversold. I think it's too low for FDA approval only being up 9%. That just doesn't sound right. So I'm gonna hold this for a while, I think. At least that's what my thoughts are right now. Because it doesn't make sense for it to be as low as it is. It makes no sense whatsoever. FDA approval is literally one of the best press releases you can have. And for whatever reason, let's see, the press release came out then and then it got paused due to news pending. But it never came out with anything else, so I'm not sure what that was about. I'm just trying to figure out why this has been crashing so much. But the VWAP has came down quite a bit. And if we can, that's like I said, at 720, that's as low as this is going to go. Most likely. Like, I'm like 99% sure of that. Like, I don't see any reason why this would crash below that 200-day moving average. But we should start building higher lows now and come back up to this VWAP. But at this point, as much as it sold off, I don't know if it's going to get a big run like I thought it was. Like there's nothing really holding it back besides 850. So if we do get it back up and we get the VWAP break, I would probably sell at 850 for a small profit. All right, guys, are we back? Can you? All right, looks like the stream is back again. Finally, I've reset my Thinkorswim as well. I'm reopening it. Today is just not my day. I apologize, guys. I'm really sorry that we're having all these issues. This is not how I wanted to start this week off. There's a lot of confusion today. Stocks not running the way they're supposed to. Internet connection's not working. It's just one of those days already. It's kind of been like that all morning. Having issues with other stuff as well. So, I don't know what it is with today, but it's just crazy. It is a crazy day for some reason. Come on, okay. So, my Thinkorswim's almost back up here. I just wanted to close it and reopen it. Is anybody else having issues with Thinkorswim today? Cause like I know my internet is part of it, but there was issues last week with Thinkorswim, and I just want to make sure it's not uh, both going on. I don't want both issues. If it's my internet, then fine. But if Thinkorswim and my internet is acting crazy, and my phone started dying, so I've got it on the charger, so I have no idea where RDHL is at right now. I am just feeling crazy today. The world is trying to burst my bubble. Nice happy bubble I started out with today. Nice mind state. And then the whole world right now is just trying to pop that bubble. But we're not going to let that happen. We are going to stay positive, and we're going to get through this. All right, looks like as soon as this loads up, okay, let me go ahead and pop the screen back on for you guys. There, okay. So nice little U there. So we are starting to slowly build back up finally. We had this big bounce there. Now we've kind of went little curl, little round bottom U shape here. So we want to see this. We want to see this continue on this nice little climb, slow climb up. Like I said, I don't think. Like I feel like this stock should be doing a lot better than it is. Some of the volume has died off, which is not surprising because the stock is not doing anything real exciting. But I mean, it's got potential. Back down to the 750 area. So we need 750 to hold up. So the higher lows will continue to form. And we need to see this keep climbing. I know I keep saying that, but that's what we're looking for. We may even have a little bit of a maybe a little bit of a trend line forming for these higher lows. So yeah, there's a bounce right off of that trend line. Got let's see, a 9-cent spread right now. That's a pretty good spread. Nothing else is really going on. RSSS. It's a loud motorcycle. This is ugly. This is a barcode stock, so I wouldn't play it. So yeah, there's nothing else going on. TUSK. This has no press release on it, no reason to run. And CLDX. Yeah. So there's nothing else going on. SHIP would be the only thing that would be interesting. Had a 11-cent move. So, RDHL, you sneaky girl. You sneaky girl. This stock was all the way up at $10 this morning. And now you're all the way back down to $7.50. It's crazy. It's crazy. Doesn't make any sense. So it's going to be pretty slow going right now for a little while. So like I said, this has got to build back up. Once it gets above $8, we could see some action again, though. But we just need it to continue to build up. It's gonna be boring for a little while. How's everybody doing this week? How's everybody feeling? We might as well have some conversation. If my chat, let's see. Huh. I don't know if my chat's working. Let's see. Students are right. Okay. David, if you're in here, if the last thing I've had on chat is from you saying, "Yo, can you, if there's other stuff in the chat, can you message me on Instagram and let me know? Because I'm not seeing anything else. I want to make sure you guys can communicate with me." Volume is completely died off right here. Oh, I gotta get my. Oh boy. Yep, it is one of those days for sure. All right, guys. I'm gonna grab my phone real quick because I don't think my chat is working. And we are right on this trend line now. That's always fantastic to see. Let's see, what's it going to do here? Let's see the 5-minute chart. So yeah, on this 5-minute chart, looks a lot better than the 1-minute chart. 750 is definitely support, but we're getting a nice curl around. So like I was saying, if those higher lows build up, and we get this whole U-shape back around, this could get a move. This could actually get a move because we do have a pattern forming on the 5-minute. It's not as clear on the 1-minute because the 1-minute is really ugly. But we could get, I mean, $8 is going to be resistance, but I mean, it's been above $8, so that's not an issue. So we'll go back to the 1-minute for now. Well, yeah, we could get a big U-shape on this. Let's see, we're over an hour into the market. There's a little pop there. A little pop off of that trend line. So that's good. We like seeing that. We want to see this trend line hold and have some bounces. But yeah, if you look at this 5-minute chart, this is a beautiful U shape starting to form. Under the VWAP coming around, and if we just keep curling back up to that VWAP, we could get a move on this guy. So I'll keep this stream going as long as I can here. Because I think if we get that U shape, we'll be good to go. Looks like SHIP's still moving some. Now this is interesting. If SHIP keeps climbing slowly up, and tomorrow or Wednesday it comes up to $1, when SHIP breaks $1, it could go on a nice run because it's not been over $1 in a long time. So we're going to have to keep SHIP on watch this week because this potentially could get a big breakout tomorrow or Wednesday. I won't be able to trade it tomorrow, but maybe you guys can. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe it'll kind of go sideways some more, slowly build up tomorrow as well. Then Wednesday we might could get this dollar break and get a ship and run, especially if other shippers start heating up. So keep that on watch for sure. Definitely want to keep that shipper on watch. So yeah, I'm just kind of leaving this in the 5-minute for now because as long as we continue to get this pattern forming, then we'll be good. I'm still not seeing anything in the chat if you guys are putting anything. So I'm not sure if that's working or not. I don't know if David was in here when I said that, but David, if you can, I'm not seeing anything after yo and good morning. So if there's more in the chat, if you could just send me a message on Instagram saying there's more, and I'll try to get that fixed. So we're right on this trend line, which this trend line is not really that big of a deal because if we have this U shape forming, as long as we're still climbing, we start climbing up. We just don't want this to drop. Really, we don't want this to drop below 750 anymore. 750 needs to be the bottom of this U shape for it to be a U shape. So as long as 750 holds up, but we got to start building. This is like half of a U shape. We need this other side back up to the VWAP. We need this build up. So it's going to be slow going here for a little bit. What's going on here? RSS up to $4. This is an ugly stock, man. I don't know why this is running so big. This is running ASFI, and that's not really done much. Still just right above the VWAP. Nothing there. Big gap up this morning. TUSK still up there. NLV came down. ENLV's got a U shape starting to form on it as well. So ENLV and RDHL are kind of making the same type of pattern. They both had a sell-off. Now they're starting to come around. So as long as we hold up here, start forming higher lows. We don't have much volume on this anymore. There's a lot of volume at market open, but it was a lot of selling volume. But we're at in the middle of that bottom of that U shape, so we'll start. If the higher lows start forming, we should start to see volume bars come back, slowly climb back in, just like the candles will slowly be climbing. I jumped the gun on this play this morning, but I really did not think it was going to crack $8. After all that big selling off there, I figured $8 was going to be pretty strong support. But some days the market does not cooperate. But this has been one of my issues so far on this small account, is I have not been sticking to my strategy. And when you have to stick to your strategy. My strategy works. This is not my strategy. What I've done today is not nowhere near my strategy. I've got to stay disciplined. Like, I may get a win out of this today still, but the smart thing would have been to wait for all this to form and then get in at the break of the VWAP. Because right now, I'm not in I'm not in a great place. Because, I mean, I'm down $50, which is not good. And if this does happen to crack, I could be down $80, and that's really not good on a small account. So it's smarter to be safer. I think I've been a little too gambly so far. I've been doing things that are reckless, and you shouldn't do that on a small account. You got to stick to that one strategy, and the account will grow. When I was sticking to it that first week, I went 4 in a row. Some of the wins weren't pretty. But here this last week and now today, I've just went off on my own little merry way, not following the strategy, and it puts me in positions like this when I don't follow the strategy. So learn from my mistakes. The biggest takeaway today is don't deviate from your strategy. Stick to it. Stick with what works. Because every time I do not stick to my strategy, I find myself in these positions where I'm fighting an uphill battle. And that'll kill this small account quick. So, gotta stay smart and gotta stay disciplined. We have no volume right now in this play at all. It's crazy. This is so crazy. Stock with FDA approval. Like, this is what you get, though, when you don't stick to your strategy. You get stupid things like this. because the predictability is in that strategy. It's in stocks with the catalysts coming up and breaking the press release. I'm sorry, coming up and breaking the VWAP. I'm just a little foggy right now. With all that's went on this morning, the internet and everything, my brain is like, it's not happy about what's going on. And just thinking about the mistake I made today so far. But that's okay. It's not the end of the world. The small account challenge will go on. SHIP moving up some more. I don't know. SHIP might break $1 tomorrow. Because it's still slowly climbing up. So we'll see. Absolutely no volume on RDHL right now, which is crazy. Because it's not like, this is not like TNX where the press release was like, Like TNX's press release Thursday wasn't bad, but it wasn't the greatest. So I could see why it never ran. But this doesn't make any sense. This stock has a great press release. And that's why I think it's got more to give. Somebody, sounds like a neighbor's mowing their yard. I hope you guys don't hear that, but you might. So starting to move a little bit here. Was dead for a while, and that may get traders back into this if they see that nothing else is really going on and that it's held up that 750 area instead of crashing out. Like when traders see that this is done crashing, they're going to want to get in it. So or I would think so. Like I keep saying things today and then the total opposite happens, so that is what I think. So the level 2 is starting to move a little bit. It wasn't moving at all for a couple of candles for about 10 minutes. It was just barely moving. Now it's kind of getting a little action. So hopefully that I'm right and this reversal is about to start happening. Because if I'm not right, if this stock makes me look even worse today, I'm going to be very, very unhappy with the stock market. But it is November. If today doesn't get that hot, then it may take it a couple of days to rev up and the market to get hot. But we should start seeing 100 and 200% gainers every day. You need to start seeing some candles to the upside. Let me go back to this 1 minute and kind of look at it from there too. So It's just best to stay on the 5 minute now. It's getting late in the day. It's 11 a.m. Eastern, so pretty much got to stay on the 5 minute unless it starts really moving crazy. Then we can go back to the 1 minute. But while it's moving this slow, we'll just stick on the 5 minute and we'll just ride this out. $7.50 has seemed to become the new support. So we're kind of just waiting for some higher lows to form. So yeah, this is what we want to see. We want to see this candle come up some, so we can start getting that higher lows, start getting this little curl around. We get this little curl around, we'll be good to go. I know it's been boring so far. Well, besides all the action of the internet going crazy, but so right up to 770. So we are getting a little curl. We're getting a little curl up on this. You guys see how clear this U shape is starting to be? It's like a Viking boat or something. We just need a couple more candles up to this VWAP. Big drop down there. It's all the way up at 780 just about. You can also see we had those dead volume candles and now volume bars, and now the volume bars are starting to creep up a little bit, just like the stock is. That's what I was saying earlier. Got them together, they're creeping up. And if we can get above 8 in the VWAP, we should at least get to 850. Then 850 is going to be very strong resistance. If it doesn't break 850, I will sell. But if it does break 850, then it's off to the races, because this thing could get all the way back up to $10 again if there's enough volume. But we got to see volume come back in here very soon. This has got to keep building up to that VWAP. It's forming nicely right now. We want to keep doing that. But I think if we get this build up back up, I think we will get to 850. Because it doesn't really have a reason not to go to 850. Well, that 5 minute candle came back down some. We really don't want it to get any lower than that. Big buyer at 762 just came in. 5,000 shares. We've not seen any big buyers on this in a while since it's been having this big sell off. So that might push it up. That's probably not going to push it up crazily, but it should keep it moving up. Ship up to 88 cents here. Yeah. These shippers. And this had a nice little kind of U shape to the VWAP right at pre-market in the open. And it's just continually climbing. If it keeps climbing all day like this, though, the dollar break could be this afternoon. So that's interesting. So the bids have moved up and has made this third candle here move up. So we're just slowly getting to that VWAP. Nice little slow crawl. And nothing else is really going on. So everybody who is still with me, who's been with me all morning through all this chaos, I appreciate you guys sticking around with me, sticking out all the craziness. Hopefully we get some action here soon. Like I said, it was gonna be a little while for this to make this U shape, but if we keep on the track we're gonna get there and we'll get some action. Like I've been saying all morning, this press release is a very, very solid press release. There's no reason for it to have that big of a sell off and only be up, what are we up 11% on a FDA approval? Like, no. That's FDA approvals usually bring 100, 200% gainers in the penny stock world. So there's no reason why this can't be back up in that $8.50, $9, even $10 range. It has a catalyst. It has a very, very strong catalyst. And it's already shown this morning that it can get up to that $10 area. Traders see this. Psychologically, traders have to see that. They've seen the press release. They see why it ran so big. They've seen it sell off, and now they've seen it settle, and it's starting to make this U shape or round bottom. So I guarantee it's still on people's radars, even though it's not had much volume in a while. Because nothing else is really doing too much. Ship is about the only one. Because ASFI isn't doing anything, and RSS is a weird barcodey stock. So you really don't have anything else going on, and it's a new month. Traders should be excited to trade. So if we start getting up to that VWAP, I think this stock does have the potential to still go on and run. As long as we keep building up to that VWAP, that's all we're waiting on. Another big buyer at 767 now. I don't know if it's the same one who he moved up, but 600 shares. So we're starting to see a few big bids come in finally, so that's good. Starting to see some real money starting to get thrown towards the stock. Because 5,000 shares at 750 is like $40,000. So if somebody wants to invest $40,000 in this stock, then that's a good thing. 2,500 buyer at 771. So our U shape is slowly getting there. We might get some action here soon. And that buyer got taken out, I think. Well, no, he disappeared. He didn't get taken out. He just disappeared. There he is. He's still there. He's at 771. Going to be a little bit of selling at 775, but 775 didn't hold up as much resistance, so it shouldn't hold up as, or it didn't hold up as support very well, so it shouldn't hold up as resistance either that much. But we want to see this continue to hold up like it is in this price range of 765, 775. Because if it starts dropping down, then that's going to ruin the U shape if it gets too low. We need to see it within like the next two candles. So like the next 10 minutes, we need to see it at like 780, 785-ish area. And it's coming down a little bit. We don't want it to come down too much. We need it to continue to build higher lows, and if it goes too low, that will mess that up. A lot of selling. A lot of selling. A lot of red on that level 2. And on the time and sales. Now there's a lot of green. Oh, wow. That was a quick pop up. It was all the way down at 765, and then it popped right back up to 775 area. That was interesting, but that's good. It's another, got us back in that area where we need to be. Like I said, the next 10 minutes we need to be in the 780 area. So we need to see this come up here. Need to see it get. We need to see the bids above 775. You see right there was a bit bigger of a volume bar than we've had, so bid up to 773, 774, and let's see if we get the 775 bid. And looks like 775 is going to get broke down here. There's only a 200 share order at 775. And there's an 1,800 share order on the bid for 773. We have had 4 green candles in a row, so we could get a little red candle here. Maybe a little red candle, and then get the green candles up. Now 750 on this play would have been a good dip buy. If you like dip buying strategies, you could have waited for this to completely crash out and then see 750 hold up here, 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 and look for a position at 750, and you could be up like 25 cents right now. 20 cents, 25 cents. Dip buying strategies are pretty good. So yeah, like I said, we might get a little red candle here. That's what I was kind of expecting after 4 green candles in a row. As long as it doesn't drop too much. A little red candle is okay. Just not, we don't want any big red candles. See, ships. Ship doing now. Ship still moving sideways. Let's see, that's RDHL. That's what we're in. So I want to see ENLV. Yeah, so ENLV kind of making a little bit of that U shape too. But I think RDHL's U shape is prettier as of right now. Besides this one ugly little bottom wick there. That was ugly, but I think we have a better U shape here on RDHL. If we can continue to build. Another 5,000 share order at 770. So that's fine if this candle closes as a red candle, as long as the next candle is green. Now he's moved up to 771. Bids up to 774. Bid up, oh man. The bid's at 775, but we had orders come in all the way up to 779 there. And these volume bars starting to grow a little bit. Got a nice curl going on. Bids at 775. That's good. That's where we want it. Oh, little pullback. Like I said, we want to see 780 soon. So, okay, it still might be a red candle. And this candle should be about to close. So if it closes red, that's fine. It did close red, okay. And then right here, they want this to continue to move up, but for some reason there's absolutely no volume right this second. Huh. Wonder what that's about. Well, we don't want this to dip too much here. We really don't want it to get below 767, 770. Want that to hold up. So we got a bit of a slow creep here. And there doesn't seem to be much else going on. That I'm seeing. Ooh, all the way down to that 765 area. We don't want it to get much lower than that. Because that will mess up the U shape. We need to continue to build these higher lows, and if it drops much more than that, it looks like it might go down to 762. But we don't want it to drop much more than it's dropped. See what happens here. See if we hold up. Check the 1 minute chart. Okay, so yeah, there we are. We're starting to bounce back up a little bit. And we did have 4 green candles in a row, so I expected a little bit of red and a little bit of a pullback. Like I said, we just don't want too much of a pullback. Let's take a look at SHIP here. Just keeping my eye on SHIP. And if SHIP does break $1 and it can get up to that $2 area and break $2, it's got a gap to fill all the way up to 350. So SHIP has a lot of potential. A lot of potential on SHIP. If anybody has any questions while we're waiting on this to move, you can go ahead and well, it looks like my chat is not working. So I'm taking a look at my chat here, looking at some things. Because I don't think my chat is working. I've not had anybody say anything on my end in like an hour and a half, which is not normal. This needs to start coming up. We've had 2 red candles in a row. We need to start seeing this pop back up some. Oh. Okay, guys. I can see the chat, and there's been a lot going on. So I apologize that I missed everything. I'm trading from Thinkorswim. Let's see. Oh, we need to come back up. I'm not paying attention to the stock. I'm just trying to see what all I've missed. Oh, there we go. Yes, Junior Garcia, if you're still in here, I do have a issue with emotional trading. And Jerry, yes, that's a good point. I thought about that this morning and I didn't really say anything, but that is a great point. The market very well could be crap right now because SureTrader shut down. So see, I didn't know it actually shut down yet. I haven't really looked into it because I really don't care about SureTrader. But I saw a couple like different things on my phone, like some YouTubers saying that it was shutting down, but you never really know. I didn't watch the videos. I thought maybe it was clickbait or something. It was rumors of the shutdown. But yeah, if SureTrader actually did shut down, then that would probably kill off a lot of volume because those traders have to move their money over to a new account, which will take a few days, maybe even a week. So that is very, very true. And to answer some of your other questions, Junior Garcia, if I haven't answered them, my strategy on this it's not my strategy whatsoever. Okay, I jumped in this basically because I didn't see a lot of potential with anything else, and this stock has a very good press release, and that it had this big sell-off, so $8 held up here as support on both of these candles. And because I don't have but $833 in a small account, I thought $8 would be as low as I could get in at and be able to get 100 shares of this. So that was my thoughts behind it. It wasn't it was not towards my strategy. Like, my strategy was not involved in this at all. This was kind of a gamble, really. But I really didn't think it would drop as low as it has. I really thought $8 was going to hold up with FDA approval. But yeah, if SureTrader actually shut down, that could be big. But yeah, and I've stayed in this stock too because of the simple fact that it has FDA approval and it's extremely oversold. Like, it's only up 10% on FDA approval when this morning pre-market it was all the way up to $10. So there's not like whoops, I knocked the chat. So it's not like I'm trading a stock that doesn't have a good catalyst. That's a very good catalyst, but yeah, no, my strategy is. This is not my strategy, and that's what I was trying to say earlier. Was uh, sorry, I'm just looking at this chat. That's what I was trying to say earlier. I've not been disciplined this week at all on my trading. Like I should be. I should be sticking to my strategy and only getting in trades when they make sense to my strategy. I shouldn't be jumping out of them or jumping in them just to jump in them like I did on this trade. But it is what it is. That's why I do these live streams, so you guys can learn from my successes and my mistakes. So far, you guys have done a lot of learning from my mistakes more than anything else. Okay. See, I've used SureTrader before, and I usually get emails from them when they do something, and I hadn't got an email from them, so that's why I didn't know if it was true or not. So, yeah, that could be a cause of it. For sure, that could really hurt the market for a couple of days, because a lot of people use SureTrader, especially traders who trade in this price range of stocks, because you get around the PDT rule of margin with SureTrader. So a lot of people use it trying to grow small accounts. But it is garbage. And when they had what was it? They got their license suspended a couple weeks ago. I saw that. I got the email for that one. I was going to put out a video telling people to pull their money from SureTrader then, because that was a big red flag to me that they were probably going to shut down, and having your money in a sketchy company like that, it's just not cool. But I didn't put it out just because, I didn't want to jump the gun. Yeah. See, I'm surprised they didn't send me the email, because they sent me the email last time for that license suspension. And they didn't send it. They didn't send me anything about it shutting down. So that would have affected my thoughts on today. That explains a lot, actually. That explains why market conditions look good and then this stock just continued to sell off. So that could be what's going on here too. Oh. All right, guys, give me a couple minutes here. I got a phone call I'm going to take. I'm going to leave the stream up. I'll be right back. right, guys, I'm back. Let's see. Yeah, yeah, cash account on TOS. I thought about going to CMEG myself um, about a couple months ago. I even started the whole sign up. So I'm gonna keep the stream going probably for about 25 more minutes. Um, I with all the issues today and everything that's went on, I was not expecting to be in a trade this long. So it's kind of my whole plan for today's stream was not any of this. I was not expecting any of that stuff to happen. I didn't know about SureTrader. I thought it was just a rumor. I didn't know it actually shut down. So that is going to affect volume. And we're going to see what this does for the next 20 minutes. It's still slowly climbing. Like I said, this is FDA approval on a stock that has already moved. Oh, you use CMEG. Oh, you was using CMEG. Oh, pretty good broker. Okay, I was like, it's a pretty broker. I was like, maybe the platform they use is pretty. I think they use the same platform as uh, SureTrader used, didn't they? The DOS platform or something like that. But yeah, with that volume being gone and this having such a good press release and it's already had a big sell off today, it's not that high. I'm gonna hold this probably as long as it keeps building up. I'm gonna keep holding it. And I mean, volume's going to be off because of SureTrader, but it's also that time of day where volume's going to dip off for a while until I think I'm not familiar with Sterling, but I used DOS when I used SureTrader, and it's not a bad platform. SureTrader is, but SureTrader's broker is bad. Okay, that's cool. I mean, I probably won't switch with as long as TOS stays commission free because I really love TOS. I love all the charting and everything. But yeah, I'll probably hold this until this afternoon because I don't think this stock is done. I don't think it's done with moving up, not with this type of press release. Yeah, that's pretty high fee. That's pretty high price a month for a broker or platform. I don't think I'd want to pay 125, 150 either a month. That's one of the reasons I left SureTrader because of all their crazy fees. Drop down here. Yeah, for any new traders or intermediate traders, I definitely don't recommend using margin accounts. You're more it gives you more opportunity to blow your account up. And then you could even owe the broker money, which is terrible. So yeah, that's my plan. As long as this keeps building up, I'm gonna keep holding it. Maybe I may even hold it into tomorrow. I don't know if anybody who was at SureTrader can. I'm. Hmm. Yeah, blow up money you might not have exactly. You might end up owing them money. Hmm. Dropping all the way down to 760 here on the bids. So a little bit of a pullback, but we still got higher lows as long as 760 holds up. But yeah, I'm gonna hold this probably as long as it stays above 750. Cause I just think I think it's got more in it. Like 10% is really low for a stock with that FDA approval. I think around around the last hour of the market, if nothing else is really going on, there's not any new press releases or anything. I think volume could come back into this. The Sure Trader thing is just irking me because that is a lot of money off the table. Like One Life said, it's a lot of volume out of the market today. And it may be we may have weird market conditions for a few days until all those traders get their accounts switched over. So that's a big concern. And I would say that is a big reason why this hasn't went on a big run yet, because a lot of people use Short Trader. That's for sure. No pun intended. But yeah, I think with FDA approval, this stock is gonna go up at some point. Either this afternoon or maybe in the after hours. It might go up. Maybe even tomorrow morning. I think it can get the volume it needs to go up. Yeah, it. I've heard the same thing. It takes a while to open a CMEG account myself, but I'm thinking that a lot of the Sure Trader base will. Well, they all might go to CMEG because it's like the only other one that gets around the PDT rule. But I can't see traders taking a couple of weeks off waiting for their CMEG account to open. I think some of them will, but I think a lot of them will go to TOS and these other platforms since they're zero commissions. So it will be interesting to see how the market's going to be the next couple of days and maybe even weeks with Sure Trader shutting down. This is like a bad time because this is like one of the hottest months of the year. So that's really unfortunate. Oh, a week, that's not bad. So yeah, this week might be a little off until all them traders can get set back up. Yeah, I don't think this stock is going to do much right now. I think it's just going to continue to go sideways with the slow build up because it's building up slower than I thought it was going to. I thought with these four and then these two, I thought it was going to keep that momentum of going upward, but it's kind of just still going sideways. So back down to that 760 again. Really interested in chip. You can tell that there's something off with the market. It's got to be the sure trader thing because a lot of these stocks are just going sideways. I mean, you had some moves in pre-market. That's a higher price stock. Most likely, traders who trade this were not on Shore Trader. But yeah, you can tell. Well, that made a big move. Well, it's not that big of a move, about 50-cent move. It was like it came out with earnings on Halloween and didn't do anything, and now all of a sudden it's moving up. So RDHL did crack 760 there, but big buyer at 756. So 750 should hold up as support. Yeah, this will probably keep going sideways till this afternoon. That's what I'm thinking now. Let's look at some other stocks here. Let's take a look at the SPY. Yeah, so the SPY is going sideways. Yeah, so sideways. That's pretty much how the whole market's going. The SPY is the ETF of that basically shows what the whole entire market's doing, and it's just going sideways. So that's probably what's going to be happening. It's probably all the stocks are probably going to be going sideways for a little while. But that sure trader thing is definitely hurting the market, especially in this price range of stocks. So crazy. So I'll give it about 10 more minutes here on the stream because it's going to be boring like this. I doubt this is going to move much at this time. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and get those in. We should be back Wednesday for a stream. Try to get this account going back in the right direction. I'm going to go sit on a rock in the forest and meditate and put it in my head to not deviate from my strategy. I'm going to be a monk. Was my biggest loss in one day? Like probably 150. Because I cut losses quick, especially if I'm using a bigger amount of money. Like I wouldn't. There's no way in hell that I would stay in this stock after it cracked $8 in a bigger account. Like I would not do that with 1,000 shares because I would be down like I'd be down $400 right now. I only bought 100 shares, so it's not that big of a deal. Being down $50. I mean, it sucks because it's a small account and it hurts, but it's not the end of the world. I'm not gonna cry tears over it. But yeah, no. Normally I cut losses very quick, so I think 150 was like the biggest I ever took on a loss, and that was pretty much just being stupid. I got in a real risky trade. I don't remember what the stock was. I just remember uh, getting in it, and it had the potential to break out. But instead of breaking out, it just crashed like immediately. So before I could even sell it, I was already down like $100. So by the time I hit sell, I was out 150, and I was like, ah. The biggest win, my biggest win is around uh, 1,000. It was now I do remember this one pretty well, and just like I cut losses quick, I also lock in profits quick on a bigger account too. So like I usually leave a lot of money on the table. Like I'll usually like if I'm up a couple $100, 400, $500, I'll lock in and be done with it because I don't like to get greedy with bigger money. But my biggest win was about 1,000, and I left about 2,000 on the table. It was a great play. Trying to think of what the stock was, but it's it wasn't really in my strategy. It's a different strategy that I'll use during earning seasons, uh, and it's like a variation of a dead cat bounce. But I'll wait for a I'll look for stocks in the morning that have uh, really big gap downs. Like they instead of like this gap up here, where this gapped up $1, I'll look for ones that gap down like $1 or $2. That had a really big drop in pre-market, and then if their earnings report was bad or not that good or they didn't quite meet expectations, after all the selling is done, you usually get a bounce, and it's like a dead cat bounce. And that stock, I watched it gap down, and then it crashed all the way through pre-market into the day, and then it made like a little U shape like this, but instead of dropping off there, the U shape kept coming back up, and I got in and it was low too. It was like a 70. It was like a 75-cent stock. I got in at like 75 cents, uh, and then it ran. It ran to like 280 or something like that. Like I said, I locked in when I was up like 980 something dollars, if I remember correctly, something like that. But I don't like this holding for 3 hours and all this that you guys have seen me do here this past week is not how I normally trade. This is retarded. I don't. Sorry, this is not my. It's not my deal. I usually don't do that. I'm usually in and out of trades fast. I'm either cutting losses quick or locking in profits quick. But on the small account challenge, it is a challenge, and the reason I stay in some of these stocks is because I'm trying to get a little bit more profit out of them, and I think I may be being too greedy. Or if they're crashing like this, I'm trying to wait to see if they come back up so I don't take a loss. Like I'm kind of bag holding. Like I'm really bag holding on this play, but uh, like I said, I think it's this has so much potential. It's got FDA approval. That's a big deal. And so I'm just trying to give it a chance. Like I could take the $40 loss here and move on. I'm up. See, I was at 830. So even with the three losses last week, I was still up 100 something on the small account, and I could take the $40 loss and still be up like $80 on the small account. That's not good. I'm not proud of that, but I could do that. But I mean, it's not dropping any lower than this, and I think it's got more potential to the upside. So if I can wait this out and this turns into a win, then yeah, I'm willing to risk that on the small account, especially after taking three losses in a row. But if you're growing a small account, don't do this stuff. Just don't hold like this and be crazy, because that's all it is. I'm just being crazy. Like I'm not sticking to my strategy or anything. This whole past week I've just been doing random stuff. TE and X was kind of the strategy. The problem with that one was the press release was not as good as I thought it was. I mean, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't a great press release, and we were in an off week anyway, so you have to keep those in account. But the other trades I've made have been not good trades. Just bad trading on my part. But I'm like I said, I'm going to meditate. I'm going to meditate under a waterfall and get back to my strategy. Cocaine Wolf, yeah, yeah, yeah. I've been trading like the crazy cocaine snorting, gator boot wearing Wolf of Wall Street guys. That's what I've been trading like. So I'm gonna get back to my strategy, and we're gonna turn this account around. We're gonna get this account where it needs to be and stop messing up. I just got really gung ho after those first four wins on the small account, and then I got sloppy, and now I'm trying to rebound off of my sloppiness and get back into making the good trades. Because all four of the wins I had, I was like, some of those lasted longer than they should have as well. But all four of them that I was up, or that I won, I would be up like pretty much right away as soon as I got in the stocks. And then it would crash out and I would just hold until it came back up again. But like if I was locking in profits and if I was doing everything like I'm supposed to be doing, then this account would be over $1,000 now. But you can't dwell on would have, could haves, and all that. You just have to learn from the mistakes, and I've got to get focused back on my strategy and stop doing stupid stuff like today. I keep saying I've been saying that for this past week, and it's like you would think it'd register in my brain to stop doing stupid stuff. But who knows? I've been called hard-headed several times, so it's not surprising. I can't even listen to myself. So yeah, still just going sideways. And you guys know the plan on this. Um, I'm not going to live stream tomorrow because I can't trade tomorrow. So if I do end up selling this, I'll leave it in the comments of this stream what I sold at and what the loss was. And I've got to get caught up. I've just not only have I been sloppy on my trading, I've been slacking on the YouTube channel because I've got like 6 videos now that I need to put out. 3 of them are almost all the way edited, but like this is what is this, day 7 or day 8 of the small account? I think this is day 8. Yeah. So this is day 8, and I've still not put out the day 4 videos. So I've got it almost ready. So I'm going to be getting all these videos out this week. Yeah, I'm gonna get the small account going. I'm still up on it. That's the big thing. I gave myself a lot of padding with those first 4 wins, and then I just said, F it, screw all this padding. Let's just take losses for no reason. Let's be idiots. So, but we'll get it going. We will get it going. Is one of my this issue is not an issue that just started. I've had this issue my entire career of trading, of getting up, and then after I get padding, I get careless and I start trading emotional and start making mistakes. And I've dealt with it my whole trading career, the past 5 years. Maybe 5 or 6 years, something like that. I've had this issue, and I'm part of the reason I wanted to do these live streams was to keep myself disciplined. If I'm trading in front of you guys, then I thought that it would keep me disciplined and not, like, I wouldn't want to make any mistakes and do this type of stupid trades. And it was working there for a couple of days, but like I said, this past week, it's just everything that I've disciplined myself for just went out the window. So I want to meditate, guys. I'm going to meditate. So we'll give it about 5 or 10 more minutes. If you guys have any more questions or want to ridicule me or criticize me or just cuss at me, whatever you guys want to do. I do these live streams for you guys. So if you got something on your chest, you want to make fun of my stupid hair, go ahead. I'm all ears. I can take it. I can take it. Whatever you guys got to throw at me, throw it at me. But I'm getting hungry. I'm a bit of a fat guy, and like I said, I've never in trades this long, so it could be overconfidence. It could be. I think you have to have confidence day trading, but you can have too much confidence. There's a right amount of stuff you need, of discipline and confidence and all that for day trading. And once you can master that balance, then it's no problem at all to make money in the stock market. Ship. What are you doing here, Ship? Tell you, I'm keeping Ship a close eye on Ship. I'm going to be watching this Wednesday too. I want to see. I'm going to pop in and look at it tomorrow too on my phone and stuff. Because if we get that dollar break, Ship could go on a nice run. But yeah, I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna straighten it up, guys. No more stupid trades and 3-hour streams that are unnecessary. In my grow your small account video, one of the things I say is you have to be a stock assassin. I have not been a stock assassin. I have been a stock bull in a china shop. Or a bear in a candy shop. just going crazy with this small account for no reason. So yeah, pretty much all I got today. It's been a very dumb day. Very dumb day. The internet went crazy earlier. Mine did. Find out halfway through the day that SureTrader did in fact shut down, which is pretty big. I'm surprised that wasn't on. I get the CNBC Morning Squawk every morning, which gives you an email about the market, and I'm surprised that wasn't in that email. And I'm also surprised SureTrader didn't email me, considering they emailed me the last time when they had the license suspension. And then on top of all that, dumb trade. I threw a dumb trade on top of all the dumb stuff, just to be dumb. Just to start the week off as the dumbest trader I could be. No, this is not a pity party. I'm roasting myself. If you guys follow me, you know I'm a fan of comedy, and I have no problems laughing at my dumb self. And myself has been very dumb. Very, very dumb. Well, class today has been a special class. I don't know if you just joined or you heard all the nonsense that's been going on, if you caught that, but it's been a dumb day. So, I mean, you're late for class, but there's really not much going on in class other than a dumb day. A dumb trader on his stream doing dumb stuff while dumb stuff happens. That's pretty much today's lesson. Don't be dumb. Don't be a Ben. Don't be a dumb Ben. See, SHIB keeps coming up that 89-cent mark. I'm wanting to see if SHIB breaks 90 cents today. That's going to be pretty tough. Yep. 10,000 share seller at 90 cents. SHIB is like the only stock that is really moving up all day. Everything else has just been going so sideways. Well, this one's still climbing. Yeah, it could be tomorrow on SHIB. SHIB could get the move tomorrow if it breaks 90 cents today. Well, alright guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. Like I said, I'll leave it in the comments what happens with this trade. I'll leave it when I get in and out. And then the recap video, I'll try to get out by the end of the week. I got to get the other days out too, so a lot I got to do. But alright guys, thank you guys for joining me. We'll be back Wednesday to try to turn this small account around and stop being a big mistake maker. So you guys have a good one. Like I said, I appreciate you joining me. And I'll see you Wednesday.